Okay, today I'm going to show you the writing experience between Honor MagicPencil 3 as well as Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2 on Honor MagicPad 2. So first off, we have to connect Honor MagicPencil 3. Alright, it's 0%, so I will let it to charge for a while before I continue with this video. So I see you guys later. And since my M-Pencil 2 is also out of battery, I will use this magnetic cable to connect and charge it as well. So I will connect both of these pencils together using the same tablet. Again, I will see you guys later. Okay, welcome back. I have enough of charge now, it's around 30%. So I will start off with Honor MagicPencil 3. So I'm using ballpoint pen. So let's try. Let's make the font thickness to medium. Alright, so if your pen chosen is a ballpoint pen, you won't have any pressure sensitivity. Alright, the font will be consistent in size no matter how much pressure you put into it. Okay, now let us try fountain pen. As you can see, if you choose fountain pen, there will be pressure sensitivity, and you can adjust the pressure sensitive level according to your preference. For now, the pressure sensitivity is at 50%. Let me just use another color. Alright, so now I start with a little bit of strength, then I apply more strength. Alright, now let me just reduce the pressure sensitivity to 0. Oh, okay, there's no 0, there's 1. So now it's at 1%. Now let me try the same thing again. Little strength, more strength, little strength, more strength. Alright, it's funny that little strength actually produces a bolder font compared to the one with more strength. Okay, anyway, as you can see, if I choose almost no pressure sensitivity, the font size will be quite bold no matter how much pressure you put onto it. Alright, let's put it this way. If there's almost no pressure sensitivity, the font size will be based on your chosen thickness. Okay, if you apply more pressure, as you can see, you will get something like this, which is actually contradicts to the original thing you are getting, because this definitely looks slimmer. Okay, so now let me just increase to 100%. Alright, a little bit of strength, more strength. Alright, so this seems to be more obvious. Little strength produce thinner font, more strength produce thicker font. Okay, so this is at 100%. For the original 50%, you get something like this. Alright, I'm not going to show you the a lot of differences when you try to change the pressure sensitivity, so you have to explore this yourself. But for what it is, this pencil definitely has pressure sensitivity, so it's a good thing. As for tilt sensitivity, I'm always confused about this thing. Now let me just reduce the pressure sensitivity to like 1%. Alright, so now without pressure sensitivity, you can see more clearly about the tilt sensitivity. Alright, you can see as I slide over, this one will be from thick to thin, then coming back thicker, thinner, then as I go, straighten my pen, this will be like more consistent. Alright, so there is tilt sensitivity. For pencil, I think again there's no pressure sensitivity option available, so I guess there won't be any pressure sensitivity. So for pressure sensitivity, only fountain pen has it. Of course, this is based on the default note application. If you somehow download another application, some freeware or some paid application, you may get different results. So just use whichever application that is suitable for you. Alright, now I will move on to Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2. Alright, let me just connect it. As you can see, it pops out. Connected. So M-Pencil has 35% of battery. Now let me just try the default ballpoint pen. Alright, there's no pressure sensitivity. There's no tilt sensitivity as well. It's consistent across no matter how much pressure you apply. Now for fountain pen, this is at 1% pressure sensitivity level, little strength, more strength. As you can see, the result seems to be quite similar to what you can get from Honor MagicPad 3. As for tilt sensitivity, alright, there is a similar pattern as well. Alright, it may look, more or less the same, I believe. Yep, more or less the same, but just hold on a second. I think that for the same font size or for the same thickness, M-Pencil actually produces slightly slimmer font compared to Honor MagicPad 3. But nonetheless, I can say that tilt sensitivity works on M-Pencil Generation 2 on Honor MagicPad 2. Now let me just increase the pressure sensitivity to 50%. Okay, so little bit of strength, more strength. Alright, definitely works. Okay, in fact, if you ask me, I think I like what I see using Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2. Okay, now let's compare the the size between these two pencils. They are more or less, oh no, actually Honor MagicPad 3 is actually longer, see? However, Honor MagicPad 3 has a rounder body, except at the charging part, because it needs to attach to the top, so it has to be flat. As for Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2, alright, the charging part is also more or less curved in, not flat, just curved in. I think there's a curve there like that, not exactly flat. Yeah, and the body has, you know, some edge corners around. You know, looks like a, you know, pencil with some edges, or some hexagon pencil like that. So it actually feels better, if you ask me. It really depends on your own preference. Some people like, you know, round bodies, but to be honest, due to the flat surface here, all right, this makes the whole thing becomes quite awkward, because if I want a round body, suddenly it feels flat here. So what's the purpose? But for the M-Pencil, you know, the expectation has been set because there are some edges around. So once you move to the, you know, the corner here, it feels more natural. All right. Also, the looks of it, you know, with a metal tip. Okay, the metal part actually doesn't come out touching the surface. All right, it's actually concealed inside the transparent plastic, but it gives you a more pencil or pen feel. All right, so if you ask me, I really like what I'm seeing on this Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2. Okay, nonetheless, if you ask me, I think one of you asked me, should I sell this and use this instead? Well, the option is up to you. If you want to save some money, you can sell this off. Okay, but there is a possibility that Honor themselves may actually, you know, patch the MagicPad 2 to not allow M-Pencil to connect to MagicPad 2. All right. Yeah, it actually happens to my Honor Pad X9A. Initially, that tablet supports Huawei M-Pencil Generation 1. Alright, then somehow after some patch, I don't know, it's a stylus patch or a software update, my M-Pencil Generation 1 doesn't work on Honor Pad X9A anymore. So there is a possibility that Honor may just, you know, patch it up and discontinue the support for M-Pencil. Although personally I feel that the chance is quite slim, but there's still a possibility. Nonetheless, if you decided to sell this, you know, Honor MagicPencil 3 off, then I guess the choice up to you. I wouldn't really recommend selling it off, you know, because if you want to buy back, depending on your country, some country may have a hard time getting it back. No, but for Malaysia, it's very easy to get, you know, Honor MagicPencil 3. It's all over all those China e-commerce platforms. So it really depends on how easy you're going to get back your Honor MagicPencil 3 if, in worst case scenario, the M-Pencil Generation 2 is no longer supported. Okay, but you know, if you are comfortable with your decision, then I can say that Huawei stylus is definitely very nice to use on MagicPad 2. In fact, if you ask me, I would rather carry this around than carry this Honor MagicPencil 3. You know, it is slightly smaller and actually looks more elegant. This one looks like a toy, if you ask me. You know, looks like a copy of the Apple Pencil Pro, but this one definitely looks more elegant. Alright, so that's all I can say about the experience using using Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2 on this Honor tablet. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will try my best to answer. Oh, one more thing. For Huawei M-Pencil Generation 2, you will be missing the, you know, double tap to change to eraser mode. Okay, But if you use Honor MagicPencil 3, alright, if you double tap, see, you will have the eraser mode. So that's the downside of using M-Pencil instead of MagicPencil. If you can accept this, then I think you're good to go with M-Pencil. Okay, it's not really that, I don't know, I don't really use it, but this may be something you want, so you may have to think about it first. Alright, thank you for watching.